Yes, everybody. We are finally here with Season 7 and Season 8 of the Hannover 96 career mode. This was asked for throughout this challenge community, and I've decided to go ahead with it. You were about to witness 2 extra entire seasons of this career mode, which was probably the most enjoyable career mode and the most liked by you lot. During the FC24 period, and of course we were only a few days away from FC25, and I was like, I'm not going to leave you for nothing, I'm going to do this. So from me to you, here is an extra 2 entire seasons, and yeah, just be prepared to see the most ridiculous score lines and the most ridiculous player outcomes for their careers. But yeah, enjoy. The summer transfer is always a big one. I tried to go in for Beltran again. There was a lot of people who said we need to get Beltran back. I tried. As you can see, we're getting Tresoldi away, we're getting Brewster away. We're just trying to get sort of, I would say, upgrades in a way, but we're also getting rid of a bit of Deadwood. The only reason I'm getting rid of Trincao is because of his age. A lot of money as well. But when you get into these latter stages of a career mode, like we're in Season 7, you just see some ridiculous prices. I can't believe we started off with buying 3 players in this career mode, and now we're just bringing in players for literal like 100 million and stuff like that. I mean, we got players like Estanis back in the team who were had on loan a few years back. I've even got a veteran Marcus Rashford right here for 29 million. You do find some bargains, like Joshua Kimmich, 26 million, just a bit of veteran presence within the team. We've got Newman finally going out on loan. I think it's his first loan spell on this team. We've got Ibrahimovic finally leaving us, just never worked out at the team. He is still at a young age, and this, a lot of people will be excited about that one. James finally coming into the team, and I say finally because a lot of people had to go at me for not bringing him in, but yeah, we've finally got him in as the backup, and here we are with the first Super Cup. Now, obviously, I didn't even realise this, but Dortmund winning the Europa League as we won the Champions League in the previous season. So the Super Cup was going to be very interesting this season. And actually, I've got them in the Super Cup in the Bundesliga and all. So we'll play Dortmund a lot in this very first season here. And as you can see, this guy is just fantastic. Whoever told me to get Rodrigo into this team, you're a legend, because he's turned out to be one of the best players I've ever used in FIFA. He gets up to like 96 overall in this career mode, I think. He's just absolutely stupid. This is a big reason I got Kimmich. Look at the pass. Tino back into Scott Olsen. Beautiful football. Ribeiro on the end of it. Is he a better striker than Samu? I reckon he probably is. At this point in time, we're using him more as a starting striker than Samu. Samu's more of a backup. But as you can see, we're just show the absolute talent of this team throughout this game. With Dortmund going up early in the game as well, I was like, right, this is actually going to be a bit of a struggle here, but the talent that this team beholds, the worth, the value of this team is just ridiculous. We've just come off winning back-to-back Bundesliga titles. We've just won the Champions League. We're going to perform like this. When you go 1-0 down, you got to boot up the arse, and you then destroy them. 4-1. Minty scoring in his first ever game for us as well, which is absolutely amazing. And this was very nice to see as well. Obviously, the captain throughout this career mode has indeed been Ruiz. I think I gave him the captain armband in like Season 2, it might have been, or Season 3, I think, after Pascal Gross. But as you can see, he's lifted so many trophies in his career, it's just absolutely insane. At this point, we've won like 5 or 6 trophies. It's something stupid like that. And there is just much more to come. But yeah, first go at the Super Cup, and we end up winning it. There's a thing I haven't won before, and that is the Super Cup within the league. Now, the reason I haven't won it is I always just, for some reason, bottled it. We come very close last year, and then Dortmund stole it from me. That was them winning the cup. We won the league, so we'll play them in that Super Cup. There's 2 separate things called the Super Cup, and it's kind of confusing, especially when I'm doing voiceovers. But there you go, the big Super Cup. Now this is the Mickey Mouse Super Cup, and as you can see, the team going out there, I've rotated it very slightly. We're resting Rodrigo here, which is probably why when you see these highlights, you realise, yeah, I probably shouldn't have rested Rodrigo within this game. Schlotterbeck just being dirty as usual. I mean, a lot of the time he's quite a neat defender, an all-round defender, but I don't know what he's trying to do there. I honestly don't know what he's trying to do. I'm acting as if I'm not controlling these players, by the way. But yeah, stupid decision there. You know what it is though? Adeyemi's always been a pain in the arse in career mode for me. He's insanely fast, and trying to get this kid off the ball is just ridiculous. He's not even that good at anything else apart from his pace. But yeah, the pace just absolutely knocked us out, and it's so annoying losing to Dortmund now because they're like a rivalry to me. They really are. They're like a rivalry. But anyway, Rashford, it's what he does best. You know what it is? People might be like, why on earth are you buying Rashford? I've bought him to be a backup striker. I know it sounds stupid, but I've bought him to be a backup striker. I play him out wide a lot as well. But to be honest, he's just an insanely good striker. But yeah, we ended up losing it in the very last minute, as you can see there, literally entering the last minute, and it just had to be Anthony. I was absolutely livid, the fact that he buried that. And there it is. This is what pains me to see during these Bundesliga career modes. A team like Dortmund, Bayern Munich and that lifting these trophies. You see it all the time, and it's just like, I want something different. And that trophy actually looks mint as well. But yeah, we've failed another time. I think that's back-to-back seasons. We have failed to win the Super Cup because of Dortmund. They've just beaten us. But this is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Only my second ever player to do this during a career mode. I've never had a player other than Hozek in the Crystal Palace career mode and Rodrigo in this, but that is an absolutely amazing picture right there. Rodrigo winning his first ever Ballon d'Or above the likes of Mbappe, Haaland, Vinicius. It's just insane. The second ever player to do it whilst I've been playing this game. What a feeling. And what a season he's had as well. And he has another good season simply because of that. And we also win Manager of the Year. Look at that. With the fresh trim. The beard's looking fresh. The suit is questionable. I don't really like the red tie, but we just went with that anyway. But yeah, probably, I think it's like my second ever time winning Manager of the Year. I think we won it with Crystal Palace. I could be wrong there. I mean, I probably didn't because I ended up getting sacked in that career mode. But yeah, first or second ever time winning that. Yeah, it's just some things then. We got Van Dijk signed a new long-term deal with the club. We also got Marcel Ruiz signed an extra year on his contract. That's all he would accept. We also got Ribeiro signed a new long-term deal, an all 5.5 year contract. And he has some deals we're bringing in January then. Roberto joining us, a massive transfer that. And then, this is just insanely big, this game. Insanely big. Bayern Munich, we all know how much I struggle against a team like Bayern Munich. This was just ridiculous to watch. Also, Benacer, one of the best midfielders I've used in FIFA, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But the reason I wanted to put this game in these highlight clips is, you know how much I struggle against a team like this. It felt nice to be able to just absolutely obliterate a team like Bayern Munich. It really did. They've had their arse coming for them for a long period of time now, and I just had to hand it to them here. Simply down to Rodrigo just being an absolutely insanely good player. Look at this, 32 minutes in, bearing in mind he already has a brace, bang. Absolutely insane. That cut-in with that right foot should be illegal. You should not be allowed to do that. I also love how he hits the Sue in pretty much every single celebration, proving that he's one of the best in the world. Was it a late comeback coming on for Bayern Munich? Maybe. They've had Somerville for like the entire 7 seasons now. I generally think they bought him in season 1, and he's always scored against us. He always has. I'm surprised I haven't ended up buying him. I was really struck between getting Minty or Somerville. I ended up going with Minty just so he can cut in with that left boot on the right wing. And he was a higher rating at the point in time and had much higher potential than Somerville anyway. I'm glad I chose Minty though. You'll see his stats at the end of the season. It's just a joke. Somerville causing more issues on the football pitch, as he always does. DeMarco. Is DeMarco on his way out, do you reckon? He's been here long enough. I suppose you could probably say he's on his way out. He's there. Do we give DeMarco another season? Obviously, as I'll find out. But yeah, he seems to be getting a little bit slower, a little bit more sluggish at the back. It's probably time for a faster, younger player on that side of the pitch. We've got Tino already, of course. Also, Rodrigo, honestly, I'm speechless at how good this guy is. If I can get him in FC 25, in a career mode in that, I absolutely will. He's just insane. This is one of the best goals I've probably ever scored. Holy shit. Roll with an absolute screamer. No need. It was already 6-2, and we're over the time of additional time, and Roll just decided, you know what? Take matters in my own hands. We ended up getting knocked out of the Champions League by Celtic, which is quite embarrassing, to be quite honest with you, because they had a pretty bad team on paper. And here we go. When they are in the end of the year, player of the season's come out. Let's have a dig see who it is. It's that man. It just had to be that man. Again, Rodrigo, breaking records, getting in all of these trophies for his personal career, as well as earning trophies with the team. What more can you ask for as a career as a whole? It's just insane. So that's another player of the season award right there, on top of his Ballon d'Or, of course. And we got Manager of the Year award. Ridiculous season. So let's just go over some of the players for the season. We've still got Firpo, by the way. I think he retires in the next season. I could be wrong there. Obviously, a lot of lone players still doing pretty well out there, which is very nice to see. Botman and Van Dijk playing some even amount of matches between them. Also, Van Dijk in 86 now. Oh my God. Tino's still perfect. Tobias is still a really good backup player. Look at these. Look at this from the midfield. Benacer, 6 goals, 10 assists. Ruiz, 6 goals, 17 assists. What a midfield partnership that is. Rashford as well in his debut season. Obviously didn't play that much football, but really played well when he did play on the pitch. Newman does end up going a lot of ratings on loan. Does end up going up a lot. It just doesn't show there. And then Rodrigo's record-breaking season yet again. 37 goals, 7 assists. Oh my God. Minty in his debut season. 17 goals, 6 assists. This guy's insane. We've got Ribeiro in there, which I'm glad I put him in over Samu, because as you can have a look, Samu played half the amount of games and only scored 6 goals as well. Roberto, who come in January, scored just as many. Also, another way to just end off Season 7 up against Wolfsburg in the Pokal Cup. We ended up beating them at 3-2 thanks to a minty winner towards the end. And that wraps up Season 7. I mean, just how insane was Season 7? The amount of awards that game against Bayern Munich was just... that was not needed. This team is just insanely overpowered. And this is what happens with FIFA games now. This is what happens, and I hope it's a lot tougher in FC25 to be able to just make a team like this. I understand when you win something, you earn loads of money. When you have a player and he just performs so well, as value shoots up, you end up selling them and earn ridiculous amounts of money. But I think we need to put something in place to stop me being so powerful on a career mode in FC25. I understand it's took a very long time to get to this point in this career mode, but I want an even longer career mode. I want a career mode to last a decade and just see how much of a challenge it can be, because even a career mode like this was just too easy. I'm playing on an insane difficulty, and as you can say, I created a team that's insane. You guys helped me on the way. You guys told me to sign a lot of these players, and that is absolutely amazing, the fact that the community does that. But yeah, we'll continue it in FC25, and just I've done another season for you. Enjoy it, man, because this season is nearly just as insane as the season you have just watched. Here we go then. After 7 whole years at the club, Nils van Dijk leaves us to Real Madrid. 97 million. That is an insane price. Like I said just before, the youth academy players coming through, it's just ridiculous how much you can sell them for. Sesko joined us for 100 and odd million. I forgot to show the price there. We ended up getting rid of Samu, and you would not believe it, so Samu 130 million, you know, it's a lot. Oh my God, Ribeiro leaves us 175 million. I just had to take it. I was like, I've seen that price, there's no way I can't sell him for that price. We're bringing Sesko in also, it makes a bit of sense. With Van Dijk leaving us, I had to get in Bella Kotchap as a backup. Ribeiro leaves us to Leeds, which now leaves me with only Rashford as a backup striker, which was a bit stupid, but Scott Olsen leaves us at a few years at the club to Sassuolo, and then Astanis, his release clause has been met by Newcastle for 76 million. So Astanis was only out for an extra season, which is insane. This is the start lineup for the season. Of course, like I said, Rashford is the backup to Sesko now. Astanis is going. I just think it was activated in January or something like that, which is weird. So I ended up having half a season with him. And then this is the backup team that I ended up making, with Beadle actually getting some game time now, which is pretty solid. We also got another youth academy player in Baker playing at left back. It's a bit weird how I did not sign a new left back for this season. He probably would have helped massively to do, but the guy ended up growing to like 78 overall anyway, so he went up at quite a few ratings, you know. And then this is it, the Super Cup, the dreaded Super Cup that I just never end up winning in this career mode, man. It's insane. I had Beadle in there as well, which was pretty dangerous to do because, like I said, I want to win this trophy. It's something I want to win. It's like one of the only ones I haven't where I can. We've lost it, I think is it 2 or 3 times and 2 in a row? So finally going into our 3rd Super Cup in a row now. Are we going to end up winning it? And of course we do. That only goal by Rodrigo hitting the Sioux after scoring is the thing that takes us over the line to win this beautiful trophy. It's nice to see Beadle on the stand, is it? The stage there. That I forgot who was begging for it, but so many, I think it was just a lot of the chat was begging, like, you need to sign Beadle, he is going to become a really good keeper in real life and that. And I was like, yeah, maybe he's in real life, probably not in FIFA. But no, he turned out to be good when I played him in the Cup. I played him a lot in the league as well. You'll see his stats at the end, and I generally played him quite a lot of games against the lower down sides. I was like, I've already won the Bundesliga a lot, I don't really need to go ahead and do much more. So I was like, you know what, yeah, fairs. I'll put Beadle in for a lot of them lower down games. But what a team this has been. What a team, and they've just added another trophy to the cabinet. And again, oh my god, could you have guessed it? If you had to take a guess who was going to win the Ballon d'Or again, 2 years in a row. Not a lot of players have done this before. Not a lot. And there you go. Rodrigo, 2 in a row. And I guarantee you if I'd done more seasons, this guy would have won more Ballon d'Ors. I can guarantee it. What an insane player. Absolutely deserves it. After 37 goals in all comps last season, absolutely. I'm just going to go through some of the really exciting games that I had throughout the season as well. Especially getting my revenge against Dortmund, as you can see. Rodrigo, yet again, you just see his name everywhere. Every single one of these highlights, you just see Rodrigo's name popping up with a goal sign next to it, or he gets an assist, or his rating's high, or anything like that, you know? You see it everywhere, yet again. He's an absolutely insane player. I wonder if we hadn't have got him, we would have ever have become this good. Beltran joining us as well. We got Scalvini in here. I ended up selling Botman just to bring in a bit of a younger defender in Scalvini. So Botman left us, Scalvini come in. I'm really happy about Beltran as well because I've tried to get him like 5 or 6 times in this career mode since we sold him, and I just could not get him in. For whatever reason it was, I honestly couldn't get him in. We ended up going through the Champions League pretty good. We ended up, I don't know how, but I hammered Real Madrid in that second round. In that second leg, Newman doing insanely well. But City, they've cut their throats there. They've absolutely cut their throats. And we ended up winning the Bundesliga for the 3rd season in a row now. And we also joined the German international team, which is absolutely solid. And they are the statistics for Season 8, as you can see. So let's go through some of the players. This is where it gets interesting. As you can see, Beadle playing 14 games this season. Probably could have even been more if I had really tried. DeMarco in what is probably his last season at this club. If I was to do another season, I probably would have sold him. To, like I said before, bring in a younger player. Tino still going absolutely strong. Martel having an insane season. Ruiz went down very slightly from last season, but Martel kind of makes up for that anyway. I do highly regret getting Beltran back. As you can see, his statistics just weren't great, were they? But Rodrigo again coming in clutch, 26 and 8. Newman having a very good season. Minty on par with Rodrigo at this point. He could get Ballon d'Or if he really tried for it. What a season again. And that is it, everybody. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. This video probably could have been a lot longer, but I did cut a lot of it out because I had so much gameplay to show you lot, and I was just like, I'm going to show you the main things that happened, the screenshots of them sim games, the highlights of the Bayern game, the Dortmund games, the Leverkusen games. I had to show you guys all of some of them bigger games instead, but trust me, there was so many good highlights that I could have shown, but and if I have not said his name enough during this video, I just want to thank Rodrigo. We probably would have never have won, like maybe we might have won the Bundesliga once or twice. I just don't think the Champions League run that I had in Season 6, which you guys would have saw on the live stream last week, would have been possible without Rodrigo. He absolutely carried us throughout this career mode when I signed him. He was worth the money. I at first was not happy with getting rid of Fernandes. But I ended up getting rid of Fernandes, bringing in Rodrigo, and it was a massive change. It was a massive difference. But I just want to say, what an incredible career mode. I went through this on the last live stream. I was like, what an incredible career mode. It's been amazing. You guys have been absolutely class, and it's been nice to have some new people in the streams as well. But yeah, we're a few days away from FC25. I cannot wait to show you guys the new career mode, which is, of course, and the reason I'm wearing this top, it is, of course, Newcastle United, the first career on FC25. So be prepared for it. Get your notifications on, because the streams are going to be crazy. And the content as well, because I'm going to try and get some videos of it. It's just going to be absurd. It's going to be insane. I genuinely cannot wait. And I really mean that. I'm genuinely really happy that it's coming out, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like I said, turn your notifications on so you do not miss a stream or an upload from us. And I'll see you for FC25. Let's get it. Goodbye.